care of themselves. So
Thank you.
part of abhyanga is one of these things we can do to help take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I've been practicing yoga since I was 18 and just trying to learn more about like Ayurveda practices. I don't know that much about it, but as far as like nutrition, I try to do some of that.
Yeah. So I'll just maybe give a few, just a little bit of an overview, and then I'll adjust the camera so you can see my feet while we're working on our legs.
Okay.
But abhyanga is something that can be incorporated into like a daily self-care routine, and it's usually done with warm oil and in a warm space. And I know where I am right now is actually a pretty cool part of the house, but especially in the winter, I'll go in and actually put a space heater in the bathroom, and traditionally it's done for the entire body, like you give yourself an entire body massage. Today we'll just do a portion of that. But it's warm oil. Sometimes it'll have herbs. I know you have different oils that you work with, different herbs to care for you. Generally, in Ayurveda, the qualities of the oil are used to kind of match up with what your need is. So in the winter, when it's a cooler season, it's considered the Vata season, and so you remedy that with a warm oil. And sesame oil is considered a warming oil. So that's what I'll be using. And so sesame generally in the winter, and in the summer when it starts getting hot, the season, and so you use a cooling oil like coconut oil base. So it's tailored to the season as well. And then we would think of it kind of in Western style, as massaging, and it is. You're like massaging the oil into your tissue. But it's also considered kind of an anointing, which when you think of all the different connotations that anointing has, in the Bible, you read all of these things about how oils were used, to care for people, and how, some of the women that would follow Jesus around, they would carry their highest quality oil. So it's really meant to be like a nourishing and a caring kind of practice. And the Sanskrit word for oil is sneha, which also means love. So it's the same word, oil and love. So it really is meant to be a way like that you're practicing self-love. To do it. So I think the other thing in Ayurveda that we try to teach is the skin is the largest organ in your body, that all of the oils, any oil that you would use to massage your skin, you wouldn't put anything on your skin that you wouldn't ingest, that you wouldn't put in your mouth. So all of the banyan oils that we use, you can use them for cooking or for massage, like especially the sesame and the coconut. And then as a general rule, as you're massaging, the joints are points, like if you look at your fingers, like where your knuckles are, and the point of your knuckles, you've got two different points on your finger, and then the base one at the base of the phalanges. All of the joints are points to make circular motions. So kind of massaging out the joints, and then the bones that are in between your joints you rub the length of them, so you kind of go back and forth in the length. So that's kind of a basic like motion whatever you're working on in your body. Like go for the length of the bones, and then circular motions. So yeah, and those are sort of just kind of the overview things. And then what I thought we'd do just as a demonstration is our feet and legs below the knees, because that's kind of a nice place to work on. It's lovely to massage your feet. And we can kind of do that together.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yes, that's great.
Readjust the angle of my screen here so it'll make my feet visible.
Okay.
If I got this about right. Okay. That looks fairly.
Let's move the toilet paper.
So just want to start with by rolling your hands up above your knees. And generally they say to start with the extremities and go towards the center of your body, but sometimes if I'm doing my whole body, I'll start at the top and go down into my feet last. But we'll start with our feet today. So
okay.
An amount of oil just to kind of get a nice amount on your hand, and then you can start the length of your shin. This is sort of the longest bone here. And there's even, like, it's nice in the massage, depends how much time you have, but like between the tibia and the fibula, you can kind of go with your thumb or your fingers along any sort of ridges that you feel in the bone. You feel just like little motions that kind of help draw the flesh a little bit away from the bone. Nice. And then depending how thirsty your skin is, you may need to go back for more.
Yeah.
So and actually in the winter, like if you do this year round, you'll notice the seasonal changes. In the winter, your skin really starts taking it up. And then you can do circles around your kneecap. And even around your kneecap, you can just take your fingers and kind of work into any little grooves there, and if you feel little knots, work on them. And then when you get to your ankle, make circles on your ankle.
Yeah, I need to up my oil intake, I think, my omegas and stuff.
Yeah.
My skin.
Is your skin drinking it up?
Yeah, I get pretty dry in the winter.
Yeah.
Starting.
Yeah. It's starting to be that season and the heat coming on. And then you can even, like with your fingers, just kind of work around your ankle and under your ankle, even in these flat spaces, kind of like between your ankle and heel. Sometimes you'll feel like little crunchy spots in there. A whole nother foot reflexology and things that you can learn about all the different things. But I just generally try to feel for anything that feels, stiff. And then the same thing on the inside of your ankle, above your heel. And then you get to your foot, the tarsals or the long kind of shin bones that go down to your toes. You can just trace each of those along the top of your foot. You can get to where you can kind of see. And then sort of like make circles on all of the knuckles of your toes, from the top and the bottom. Circle. Starting on the pinky, but it doesn't really matter where you start. And at the base of your ring toe, circles, and your little ring toe knuckle. Other ring toe knuckle. It's just kind of like that little extra attention. I don't do every knuckle every time, but kind of bringing awareness to each of your joints.
Yeah, you don't think about these joints at all. That's what I like about yoga. When you're doing certain poses, you actually can feel certain parts of your feet.
Yeah.
That you didn't realize.
Didn't realize you're there. Yeah. And then I just kind of finished going the length of each of the toes. Rub back and forth, or sometimes I even pull on them a little bit. More nice if somebody else is able to pull on your toes than yourself. But yeah. And we can do the other side. Sometimes I also in Ayurveda cuticle care is really important too. So I'll take the time, not when I'm in a hurry, but I do take the time sometimes to rub each of the cuticles and push back. And that's another way you kind of know, like, your cuticles can get really dry and hard. So if you're taking good care of them, they'll soften up and stay softer.
Yeah.
All right, so we can do the other side. Generally, well, ideally, if you have a good 15 minutes before you shower, you can do the whole body abhyanga and maybe, wear your robe for a little while and just kind of let it soak into your skin and then take a warm shower. Ayurveda, you don't really shower with soap. Just certain private parts that you want to wash, but this would just be left on your skin to soak in, and then when you take a warm shower, it actually kind of opens your pores and lets the oil go in. So,
yeah.
Like to take that, to do the abhyanga and then take a nice warm shower and go to sleep, it's really pretty relaxing.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I know, I'm just thinking I should have run my shower and steamed up the room.
Yeah, well, and it's not like if you start doing this on a regular basis, you'll find those little things that make it even more a relaxing practice like that. Like, warm up the bathroom ahead of time, or I got a little oil warmer where it's a candle lit when you light a candle under it.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps up the oil, and that's really nice when it starts getting cold.
Is that kind of like a bottle warmer?
Yeah, I've seen the bottle warmer one. I can show you at the end. I'll go get it. It's a little soapstone thing that holds a small amount of oil. So like having nice soft lighting and a warm space and warm oil, and then be ready to just kind of, especially if it's the end of the day and you can just go to bed right after that.
Yeah. I try to do like a bath at least full moon or new moon, but twice a month is my goal. just to keep myself on track. But I should include this into my.
Yeah, that's a really nice routine. Like you have a bath like that. It definitely do this before you're just your new moon bath.
Yeah.
It's also one of the practices for Ayurveda. If you're having trouble falling asleep, is to oil your feet, particularly with sesame oil. So that Banyan has a blend of called, I think it's Sleepies or something, like it's an oil blend that they recommend putting on your feet and calves before you go to sleep.
Oh yeah. I make a sleep roller that I like to use.
Has some scented oil.
Yeah, I use Young Living oil, so it has lavender, cedarwood, and Valor, which is one of their blends that I love.
Has a nice combination of aromas.
Yeah. And vetiver. They sell one called Tranquil. So it has vetiver in it.
I don't know if I know what that one smells like.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but it's recommended for like ADHD as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's like really calming.
Calming herb.
Yeah.
Finish up with the cuticles.
Oh, I can hear my son. He woke up.
Aw. I'm gonna wonder where you are.
I think my husband's probably taking care of it, but he's been going to sleep so early because of the time change and the darkness. So he's been sleeping since 7:30. I don't know why he woke up, but.
Aw. So, and yeah, and your hands and feet is kind of the same thing, like, and your wrist, like circling around your wrist, and your hands on the long stuff. And then if you're not going to be able to go like in the bath or shower right away, and you're still gonna walk around the house, that was why I recommended bringing an extra pair of socks, because your feet can be slippery after after putting all the oil on, and so it's just good to make sure you've got a pair of socks so that you don't slip.
Okay.
So, and that you don't mind. You already work with oil, so you know that you're using clothes that you don't mind getting a little oil on. So
Yeah.
over time, it'll accumulate. So, yeah. So that's kind of an introduction to abhyanga.
Thank you.
Little oil treatment that we practice in Ayurveda, but this is one of the easier ones to demonstrate virtually in this kind of format.
Yeah, I would love to try the full body oil. That would be so fun. I did have a massage that was very oily one time. I wonder if she had trained with anybody in your neck of the woods, but she does massage in Newcastle. But she used a lot of oil, so it's like, yeah, it was very oily.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if you can add your contact information when I to this video, or I can add it. I don't know if it will let you add it to there, so you could send it to us
Okay.
to find the.
You'll post it on Facebook?
Yeah, I can post the school so people could check it out if they want to.
Sure. Yeah. And we do have the Ayurveda classes at the school. Um, it's mostly like the yoga teacher trainees that are in them.
Mm-hmm.
When it's not COVID, usually those classes are open to the public. I'll have to see if they're doing any of them online where you guys, someone could join remotely if they wanted.
Okay.
But there's different segments that we teach of Ayurveda. The what is your constitution, your prakriti, so lots of things about that. There is the foods, Ayurvedic eating and cooking. Abhyanga is one. Um, so yeah, there's several different.
Yeah, I'm very interested because I'm not trained, but I do intermittent fasting, and I try to eat with the seasons as best I can. So yeah, um, coming up with a 21-day challenge for December, so we can kind of, in between holidays, do a little of digestive rest.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'd like to research a little bit more.
Yeah. I can let you know when I'll try to find out. Our two lead instructors for the teachers, Kathy and Sheila, are the ones right now that are teaching the Ayurveda classes, and I can try to find out when they have an Ayurveda cleanse one. Usually they're in the spring, I think.
Okay.
To let you know if you're interested.
Yeah, maybe someone can come in and just talk about the basic stuff, or if you're, yeah, I would love to have you comment on some of the challenge in December in here with some of your expertise too,
Okay.
on some of the, diet and recipes and things like that, because I think we'll probably start our day with the hot water and lemon and that kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that'll be the 21-day challenge in December?
Well, yeah, I think right after Thanksgiving we'll start. Yeah. Yeah, so. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for the opportunity to join you, and nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, screen person. All right.
Screen person.
I'm gonna end this Facebook. There we go.
Okay.
Then we don't have to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I ended it on Facebook. But...
Did it work?
Yeah, it's on the page, so.